Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete, 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
He got the win last week, and we all know how infrequently rookie quarterbacks win in the playoffs. So by now, it feels like old hat to him. Well, maybe not old hat, but you got to believe he'll be looser, calmer going into this one. He already knows what it takes to lead a team to victory in the playoffs.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second down, here's Richardson. This pass ruled in by Hull. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done. I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards, the final tally. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Catch is made here by Smith Jr. Touchdown Bengals. Smith Jr. 29 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Richardson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Richardson looking to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this 1st half. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Burrow from his own end zone. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is Mixon on the draw. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the 1st half of this divisional round matchup. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Burrow. He's got him in, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow will throw. This is Smith to the ground. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Okay,
so
Brandon, thanks very much.
Of this AFC divisional round matchup
on this divisional round
we'll
weekend.
Head down to
we'll get
Orlando.
back to you guys
That's where we
in
find
just
our
a
man,
moment.
Jonathan
We'll start up
Coachman
at
at our EA
TIAA
Sports
Bank
halftime
Stadium
report.
in Jacksonville,
Coach.
where you see the final score there. Travis Etienne, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B. Their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these 2 teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guy couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here's Richardson to throw. Steps away. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, here's Mixon. There he goes left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd from 17 yards out. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. McPherson on for the point after. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Richardson now on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 25 yards to the house. And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Inside handoff to Mixon. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mixon. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run with Mixon. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Richardson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been